morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We are Monday morning, the morning after the 24 hours of Zolder. And for you, the...
Sprint race in Magny-Cours.
Yeah, exactly. We have another guest today. He was also the 24 hours of Zolder.
Yep.
He's been my teammate for a couple races now, which I'm honestly always highly impressed how he works and how he sees life. So I thought it was a good idea to have him in the podcast. His name is Ayhancan Guven. Started his career with Porsche as a junior. We won the 12 hours of Bathurst this year. We did the 24 hours of Zolder yesterday, so we're both a bit tired. Apparently he has a holiday home in Zolder. And welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Hello guys, thanks for having me.
Where is it located?
Stuttgart. At the moment, I'm in Stuttgart. I'm born and grew in Istanbul, but I live in Germany since 3 years.
Close to Porsche, huh? I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Before you lived close to Konda?
I was living in Simhaus. I was. Maybe later I go in when the COVID happened. I need to find a place to live, and it's not possible to stay in Turkey anymore during the COVID times with the lockdowns and everything. Then I say, okay, I need to base in Europe. Then, to be honest, I fly Germany. Then I find to look apartment. Then Konda have a big house in that moment for the sim races, and I was racing for them. So they say, okay, you can stay as well. But after I need to choose a city, and then I just Stuttgart in Germany, which
close
is
to Porsche.
Yes.
How are you? Tired from yesterday, or it's okay?
To be honest, when I was driving, I feel more tired than now. Now it's okay. Just as I mentioned, left foot bit hurts. A lot of braking in Zolder.
It is. Huh?
Yeah, we have a small pedal, like only half of your feet fits on it.
Oh yeah.
We drive Cup car, and Cup car is normally 30-minute races. So I think they never test for this topic, but the pedal is too small, and when you brake too long, it starts to hurt really small point. That in GT3R it's big pedal.
Yeah.
So. But I think it's something to maybe develop in the Cup car
for Zolder.
For Zolder kit.
Yeah, it's a tough track for the car, especially. I mean, for driving as well. But if the braking the car needs to do all the time.
But the car actually, I was quite impressed because I was not me personally. I was not like the last time I did it with the Audi. It was like you take no curbs and you really brake gentle.
Yeah.
And with the Cup car, you can.
You had to manage, or you could.
Not on curbs. I mean, it was on a smart way, but we were still taking them.
You were fuel saving as well?
Not so much.
In first stint, I did a bit but somehow we missed full pits. Even I do feel say we missed the full Costello pit because it was full,
And then you need to communicate.
Yes.
Did you hit the wall, one of you?
Oh, no, but I was scared every time.
It's very tight.
Someone hit me. I was waiting. They were refilling. I was like, okay, relax, and then tack. His teammate from us. And later, the left side of their wing and the right side of our wing was missing. So the cars hit the wings. It was a bit funny. You can lose a lot of time and gain a lot of time.
Yeah.
I don't know in the past, but this year there was no safety car. So
none.
It's from beginning to end full pace race, and in one fuel station, if you're stuck, you lose 2 laps. So it's
and that's why with the fuel saving, we'll come to maybe a short summary of the race. But this fuel saving, I mean, if you do that, everything needs to be perfect. And here you have full course yellow all of a sudden, and the fuel station is full, and then you go after or before, and I don't think it's too many open factors for it to make
that's a bit like a casino. When you have no safety car, you need a little bit of strategy or plan. Otherwise, if you like
okay, this is good. No.
All right.
I was lucky that I was able to pronounce it in the beginning.
But this is why, because everyone say, "What's your name?" I say John, and some people complain me why you tell your name John, because it's not the first time. I do this sport for 10 years, and I know when I do karting in the teams, people calling me, so then I say John. It's Ayhancan. So
Ayhancan.
Call me John. I try to help people.
Ayhancan. Okay, Ayhancan
John.
is okay to say.
Say John.
Okay, Chan.
But he was struggling.
I was really struggling. Fuck. But yeah, with fuel stuff, and you can just lose the whole race, and you can't come back because there's no safety car.
But I mean, short summary our race. I mean, you in the first stint, we had a penalty in Superpole, but you came back to the lead in 1 hour. And then it was always a bit back and forward with, who was driving and so on. But I think we were always very quick and always back in the front. And then we had some setbacks. But then I think we're still fighting for the lead. Although we had at our last brake change, we had an issue. We did it on the green, and it was like, I don't know, 1.5 minutes almost. Whether the other car did it on the full course yellow and had a quick one.
But you had to do? I mean, was it limit? You had to do it then.
Yeah, but then we lost the lap, whereas before we were just behind them, catching them. And then again, we caught the lap back, and we were up to 49 seconds, I think. And then Chen had a nice experience. You can maybe explain it.
Unfortunately, I mean, this is the first time in my career I really scared from something. We were catching and I was pushing. 4 hours to go, 49 seconds. Normally, with the pace we have,
you should have been.
you
should have got it.
It will be close, but we felt like we can get them. Then I was pushing, and then suddenly Villeneuve chicane, the second chicane.
Yeah.
So at the top, it's flat. Then you brake, I brake, and the brake exploded immediately. The front left. I could see parts flying. Then pedaled floor. Well, I say, okay, I'm gonna crash, but which wall? I'm looking, and then I say, okay, if I cut straight this chicane, maybe the next right is fast corner, so maybe I can do and then hit somewhere far. Then I cut this Villeneuve chicane completely, but there was a big bump on the I never knew it, but it's big bump that then I fly. I think I fly like this. Car was to the front. Then I down on my nose, slide. Then I go to the I don't know, the next corner, the right. The wall there, but I didn't hit anything. Then I continue. But I fly like from there to there, slide. if I didn't slide like this, I will not slow down. Somehow my car fall this, and I keep sliding, drifting.
It's actually incredible.
It's actually crazy that you...
To try to get some video footage of it to see it.
Yeah, if someone from trackside have it, because I'm looking everywhere to find it, because onboard stopped recording after 6 hours. So we don't have onboard. And I feel like nobody knows what I experienced there. I see some comments that people say, "Oh,
you just want to make a nice reel." That's
yeah, for sure. I will do reels by this. Yeah, it was really scary moment. After our pit, they changed the brakes, but I cannot drive. I say, okay, I drive 5 seconds off pace. I cannot go this corner again and brake, So I think if I do next year, I need a bit time again, come back to rhythm,
Especially the other car had the same issue.
Yeah. 2 laps later.
Oh.
From the team, the same car.
Yeah.
So they didn't what?
I don't know.
After the brake change?
Yes. So
something with the material, I guess. But
it was already a bit too long. When I get car from Laurens, it was a bit too long and performance was not really great.
Yeah.
But I never felt like it get worse or something. Its pedal was long. I said, okay, it's maybe a different wear from the pads to pads, front, rear, whatever. I keep driving, and suddenly, without any
warning,
let's say like this, it's bam, and it was.
Yeah, it's scary when this happened. It's the worst thing what could happen.
So I said my 2 nightmares in racing is no brakes or fire.
Yeah.
The only 2 things which
it's the 2 things which I mean for me the same.
But I think we need to find a button in the car. Like when you're brake failure, you should put button and something should happen.
You eject. you should go up.
Maybe this is not safe, but maybe, I don't know.
And then the airbags
around the car or whatever.
Or like on an LMDH, you could do it maybe with hybrid or whatever. Or I mean, sometimes when you're, I don't know what you want to call it, suicidal thoughts. But you think about this. What should I do? Like imagine Le Mans, you go to Mulsanne and you come without brakes at 3:30. What do you do?
Try to get it into a spin. Try to just go.
Pull the clutch, shift down, or.
To be honest, guys, it was so fast.
Yeah, you don't have time.
I brake,
but you still have three discs that braked.
So these are
but it goes out.
I have 2. I think I have 2. But the problem, I brake like after when I need to stop for the pit stop, like the come to pit, I was driving with 20 and I hold the brake. It's something is braking, but it's maybe like team need to stop me. It's like car is rolling.
Yeah, because their one is gone, so all the pressure goes out of that one.
Yeah,
You don't put pressure on it.
Something like this. So it was. it was a bit
Fuck.
weird.
So yeah, eventually we finished 5th. Did we finish 5th?
Yeah, 5th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5th.
So, but you won it already once, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still would have been a nice one.
Yeah, to be honest, I really enjoyed the race until that moment.
It was fun actually.
There was good competition in the cup class, and with Laurens, I mean, also the team was good to work.
Yeah.
But we had a good pace, and when you always feel okay, we have wet conditions, also a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy. It was.
I was following as well. Like when you guys were driving, it was good fun. I mean, the pace difference compared to the others was it was visible, but
well, at the end of the race they were quicker. I think we were always a lot quicker, especially like in difficult conditions in the
like
night,
changing,
wet, in the dark. But then at the end of the race, they were. I mean, there also we lost a bit of performance.
I feel we lost something.
But yeah, that's about Zolder. I actually told after FP1, yeah, it was the first time I drove the cup car to Mark. But because when I arrived, I said, it's the first time, and you know how it works. And I was like, because I said, I don't know why, but I said, yeah, I drove it before.
Yeah,
I probably cut this out.
Yeah, but after like he jumped the car, and your second time lap, you did 2 purple sectors, and your lap time was 32.0, was really good for these conditions. So
I haven't driven a long time in Zolder, but when I was young, I driven so many laps that I know it inside out. So yeah, let's go to you, Can, to your career. Maybe you can tell us how it started. I mean, how you got the passion of motorsport. Was it family? Was it something else? Did you start in Turkey as well? Would be interesting to hear that, because that's obviously different than most of us so far.
Yeah, I really believe, because I'm the only professional driver from Turkey, so my...
you are?
Yes.
Really? Okay. But there's one more. I drove go-kart, but he's not doing GT3.
Yes, Bakai.
Yeah.
I drove karting, go-kart. Yes. Yeah. But I mean professional.
Yeah.
I mean professional.
To
so
be
there
have a contract.
Yes,
Yeah.
There's a lot of drivers in our history also. So, but yeah, my father was passionate about the cars, but his father, my grandfather, never let him do anything. Mm-hmm. But then when he started have his own business and earn his money, he started himself racing in Turkey, age of 30s, like doing cups. And for his age and everything, he was quite successful in Turkey, but just national level. Then when my sister born, he already showed his passion with my sister. My sister was doing karting also. Yeah. And then, when I born and start like age of 4 or 5, I start already drive karts, age of 5. And 6, I start racing in Turkey. And then, I keep racing until 10 years old in Turkey. I won Turkish championships and everything. Okay. And that years where they built Formula 1 track in Turkey. Yeah. And they do a project where they're looking for next Formula 1 driver, because they say, okay, this track will be active and we need driver. Yeah. So they do talent program. They choose 25 drivers. I'm one of them. Back I was also one there. So there was... For me, one generation was really good, but they didn't keep going to program. They choose drivers. We did one season, then it stopped. It was just with marketing that they say, okay, we look for talents, but the rest didn't came. Then we need to survive like with families. And then, my father, when I start karting, my father have budget for run it, but during my career when I was 9, 10, there were some crises, so we don't have opportunity to continue. So I did one season in Italy before I stopped karting in 2010. It was, to be honest, really good because, my father said we won everything in Turkey, but let's see where we are in international level. I'd go WSK in mini class, and to be honest, first few races was qualifying always good, but in the races always crash, whatever. But second part of the season, I was always top 10 in WSK. I win some heat races, P4, P5. So I was racing with like Norris, Callum, Schwarzman, these guys. So it was really good. But after I need to stop because of no budget. But my father, I was young, like I was 10, 11. I was say, okay, whatever, But my father was, he's really talented and he have this and I should somehow push him, He was trying to look sponsors, everything, but we could not find, then we stopped really. I mean, I never stopped fully. I always drive karts, but just training in the Turkey, never professional racing anymore.
And what age were you there?
12, really stopped full time, and then doing practice and everything. But already I had a good level, I was already in level with guys going to Formula 1 in that age, but then I could not continue, so we need to stop. And I started sim racing in this time, where we still dream to jump back to real thing, but...
Was that already that big at that point?
I was playing Gran Turismo, for example. That time it was big. GT Academy they had, so...
True.
That times. And
with Nissan they did that,
yes. And then, my father keep telling people that I'm really talented, but nobody believing him because everyone thinks it's his son. And then when I do sim racing, also I was really good in it. In Gran Turismo, I was always top 3 in the world. I win the championships and everything. So also my father follows this, so he also see that I'm talented because in the sim also I'm really good. So then he keep pushing, but until 16 years old, so 2014, so after 5-6 year break, I didn't drive anything. Then I jumped to the cars. I mean, I don't also call it cars. It was in Turkey that the old rally driver who scored points in WRC, Turkish driver, made a championship with like a legend car, legend car, like buggy, this kind of thing in Turkey, and they do races, which was for Turkey was big, and the best Turkish drivers was racing there. Okay, we don't have any professional driver, but still there is motorsport exists in Turkey, so we have drivers. And I was 16, and my father always asking for sponsors, and one of them tell him that I should drive there and show if I'm really good, And my father said, no, I educate him for tracks. This is not his driving style. It will not fit because you need to drive it sliding and everything. But then he asked me, Jan, do you want this? I said, yes, because in this age, I really want to race, whatever, And I start driving. It got really well. I win the championship. I was really fast, in 40-second tracks, 1 second quicker in quali and everything. So this, to be honest, helped that I get recognized by a federation. I was 16. I get recognized by a federation. But in Turkey, it's not so easy to support someone to race, to pay him money and to go, it was a bit tricky, and then they did a race called Race of Champions Turkey with the 50 drivers, and they say, okay, the prize is winner race 2 year in Europe with the budget from federation. So that was the prize. And to be honest, I'm the reason why they do this championship, because I was pushing them so much to get support that they say, okay, we need to do something, but we cannot give him, so we need to do fair competition, and winner get this prize. And if someone better than him, and everyone from Turkey was in this race, and then it was heats and everything, then I won it also. It's funny, but we drive like Opel manual car, it's like it's not a race car, to be honest. At the end it have nothing to do with what I want to do, but I need to pass this level to go to the next one. Then I won it, and then I start doing sports cup. It's below career cups in Germany, because with the budget I have, it's the best. You can drive more. There was endurance round, which is 2 hours, so for seat time, it was good. And then year after, I do Career Cup Benelux and France in 2017. Not full season, half season, because of budget.
Yeah, I didn't know you did Benelux Career Cup.
So I thought only German.
No. To be honest, I only drive German 1 year. So, and then next year, 18, I do France Benelux again full season, and I won both. This is when things start to be good for me, Until that moment, it was just about surviving life, dream which nobody believes, until that moment. But after I won both championship, then I get recognized by the cup teams. Then for next year, I get seat to drive Super Cup with Martinet Almeras. And then I finish P2 in the Super Cup in my rookie season and win the rookie championship. And then I won also Porsche Shootout 2019. So 2019 was the year where...
Your breakthrough.
Yes. Yeah. The things become more professional, and Then since then, then it's COVID in 2020. It didn't help for sure with the Super Cup season get shortened and everything. So I do one more season in the Cup.
You did Super Cup again
yes,
that year?
Yes. And then I do GT Masters. I finished P2 with Christian Engelhardt. Then I did Asian Le Mans in the winter.
Yeah.
I won with LMP2 Asian Le Mans. And then DTM last year and this year. And endurance races this year, Bathurst, Nurburgring. So yeah, I'm 26, but for me everything was a bit late. I was a bit late to catch. To be honest, I catch in the last moment to become Porsche Junior. When I was Porsche Junior, I was 22. It's already high.
Nice.
So normally they look for 18, 19, 20, but luckily my results are really good. But I was a bit late to everything because of I need to pass the levels in Turkey to come Europe. But at the end, where I am, I'm happy. I'm still 26. It's still I have some time. So hopefully more to come.
Yeah. And how big is actually motorsport? Maybe one side motorsport and the second side the recognition you get from Turkey. Is there a lot of involvement? Are they?
So to be honest, in Turkey, my recognition is really good because I think I'm the only one. The best one. This is the reason. When you look at other countries, you have 20 top-level driver. In Turkey, when you are the only one, for sure you get interest. But as a motorsport economy or culture, we have nothing. We don't have sponsors, we don't have brands, we don't have championships, whatever. So it's just the fans likes to follow. There is a lot of interest to Formula One also, but motorsport culture we are really missing. So there is not enough karting tracks. So it's missing, but recognition I cannot complain. I have quite a fun pace from Turkey, which supports.
I noticed that. I always get tagged on Twitter by all.
To be honest, this I'm really proud because at the end they really support me in any situation. Not only I win, even the bad things happening. So I have good fan base, which they are with me since 2018. From the beginning. So this is the base I have, and we get bigger. Support get more and more. Sometimes they get hot in the chat, the comments, but I think it's part of Turkish blood. So I cannot complain.
No, it's true. It's nice when you have this. Even in good and bad, it's nice.
Yeah, because you're quite strong on your social medias and everything.
I try to be. People, even my fans, say it's not enough. They want more, but also I don't want. You guys know when you. For brands like Porsche and stuff, you cannot do everything. Sometimes the things maybe make you more popular, but then you need to do clown show. I need to find the the quality and the content. So it should be, and it's hard when you want to do high quality content. It's not so easy. So I try my best. I sometimes copy from you. I look at okay, what he did. Okay, I should not do the same.
I struggle lately because I'm kind of out of inspiration. It's always you don't.
I'm not really into it, so
I think it's about being constant. You cannot find always.
I'm out of ideas to do stuff.
Yeah.
You have some good ideas as well. I also look sometimes at you.
Okay, good to know.
I'll look at you both now. From now, maybe I find something.
So you are not really good.
You just look at what your girlfriend does and repost it.
No, but I find these funny things on Reels. I laugh so much with this, and then I send it to everyone. It's so funny. This is the only thing I do on Instagram.
Gunnar is also quite good.
Yes.
The one he did with Michelle when they were at dinner was.
This was
good. My girlfriend sent me.
The driver from the US. They also brought us.
Tyler.
Yeah, he also does well.
Yeah, but
he's.
I like to see it, but that's on a level where I don't really want to.
Yeah. No, he has some funny ideas.
Jordan,
sometimes.
you mean?
Yeah.
It's like us. Jordan does a lot, and Ricky doesn't do anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's
I think you also have a similar or a big name, let's say, in sim racing, right? You're very active and very good, I think, as far as I can judge. I have a simulator here, but I haven't.
You still race for a team in when you have time off?
Yes,
okay.
So,
because also, like in iRacing, you have your iRacing.
Yeah, 10,000. I'm plus 10,000.
There's not a lot of people who have that, no?
They get more, like 20 people now. But in the when I was 10, so it's getting more and more people because
I think I
there was inflation also.
I have 1,000.
But now it's get really less because I'm now full-time pro driver. but when I was not fully pro, I was doing a lot. So, I mean, I won World Championship race in iRacing. I think that's the highest I reached. You know, it's like really top of the top, and I won a race there. So far, every time I want to qualify for the World Championship, I did, which normally is difficult. It's top 20.
Yeah.
But let's say I want to go World Championship, I put 3 months of focus, and I always qualify. I think 4 times I qualified for the World Championship. 2 times I didn't even attend because it's clashing with real life, the championship. But 2 times I did it, and in one of them I won a race, and I was P2 until I need to stop half season because of the real season start. So I start to miss the rounds, then I drop to P12, P15. But yes, I think I have good sim racing background, but it's also crazy that now in sim racing I get old. I'm 26, but new 15, 16 years old kids coming now, they are really fast. They spend a lot of time on the sim. It's all about the time. Also, I get slower. I don't have the pace I had 2 years ago in the sim.
Because of what? Because time. You don't practice?
Yes. Because, for example, last week I was missing 1.5 tenths, which is a lot. You know, I was like, okay, I need at least month to find my pace back. You know, it's all about this.
But how do you? Because I play now. I will play a lot because I've never been to Kota, so I'll practice a bit. But I will be by myself. But last week I was just playing with friends, and then we go into a race. But sometimes I am like 4 tenths off, and I'm like, what the fuck? I cannot be 4 tenths off. I mean. But is it set up? Is it like you just drive a lot?
It's just time. I think it's something about muscle memory that, you know, you drive a day, you say, okay, it's not possible. Then you sleep over, next day you improve 300. Then you sleep over, you improve 200. And if you do this for a year, you end up being 2 tenths quicker, but it's really not, I don't do anything special. It's just you drive, you start to, then also even you don't feel quicker, you get quicker, but it's automatic. I think it's not. Yeah. It's all about time. You know.
I have actually, in a way, a lot of respect for that and being able to be good at it, because I wouldn't be able to do it. If even in real life, like real car racing, what I like, for example, if I can choose a weekend, would be like 15-minute practice, qualifying race. Because I feel that's where I'm good at. If we say we're going to practice now for 5 days, from morning until evening, and then race, I would be like, because it's, I don't know, others maybe improve more the more practice they have, I think. And then I get in and I'm reasonable at the beginning. But I also I don't think I would enjoy it if you really, like, for example, have from 9 to 6, like 5 days in a row.
If you don't have anything else in your life.
Yeah, for sure, that's different. But I'm speaking pure about enjoyment.
Yeah.
And this is what you need to do in sim racing.
To be honest, in
it's
sim
about
racing,
morning to evening every day.
I have this dedication when I want to become professional driver, like real life.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Since I become, then I also lose. I cannot drive like in the past. Yeah. I remember days I driving 12 hours on the sim, and now I cannot imagine doing this. I do 30 minutes, then I say, okay, I'm ready. You know, I cannot go quicker. But in the time you are like,
then you have a goal to achieve. It's your life dream is different, for sure. For sure.
And regarding like because now, I mean, like you mentioned, in Turkey, you are like the only one who has a professional, or who made it to professional racing. Your family and stuff, they then come to a lot of races, or because I mean, I think it's for your whole family, dad, whole nice, a big achievement.
I mean, for my father, it was some hard years. To be honest, he's looking back, really thanks to him. But some things he did, I will never do it. You know, it was over the limit. He pushed himself too much. Also, this is when I was 12, 13, I told him, let's don't do it. Because I can see him, how much he push efforts. Then you go Italy, then the guys came with the private jet, you know, to race. And I say, okay, don't try it, you know. It will not work like this, you know. When we cannot buy second set, but people came with 10 engineers, whatever, I say, don't do it. But he pushed a lot, and yes, now he's always with me, coming to my races. They live in Istanbul, but my father come all the ETM races and 50% of other races, so he comes 15, 16 weekends with me. Mom's still a bit scared from racing, so I mean, she comes, but she don't come racetrack, then she stay in the hotel, or she goes city center, so
How often you still go home now?
Well, often still, I think.
Because your girlfriend still lives in Istanbul, right?
Yes. So I will say once a month, maybe once or 2 months.
Okay.
Still, I travel. Yes.
Because he now lives in Matt Campbell's old apartment.
Okay.
Matt, make me a big favor. I mean, it's difficult to find apartment in Germany, in Stuttgart.
Especially with the ones which you can pay.
In the night of champions, I told him, hey, do you know someone who can find my apartment? And he say, you know what? I'm moving from my apartment, and I can ask my landlord that, if you can take over from me. And he asked, and they say yes, for sure. Then met here one day. Next day I jump in 1st of January.
Oh, that's cool. That's good.
Thanks,
deal.
Matt. It was good deal.
So when I lived in Stuttgart or close to Stuttgart, I don't know if it's the same with you. Porsche calls you for everything.
Yes, I mean,
because you live close by.
I mean, it will. Yeah, you do rollouts when they need driver in the rollout. You are the driver to do. I want to do sim at the moment, but I didn't drive yet. I mean, I drive in the past, but not because I'm in Stuttgart now. But yeah, I do few rollouts. Yeah, but it's good.
This you should ask because, well, I think they might have someone, maybe Joshua, but
yes,
they were looking for
no, they get
a
Martin.
proper
Martin is there now. Kronke.
Well, a proper sim driver to help the pure development. Is it Martin?
Yes,
he was my
German guy. He was fast,
3 times, but when we were doing, that's actually where the first time we really got to know each other or more contact was in COVID when we had to do sim races for Porsche.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was you, Nick Tandy, and me.
Yes.
And I hated it because I was always slowest by far. But then Martin was my
coach there. Yeah, he was coach there.
Yeah, but I never saw him. I only heard the voice. And then when I went in Weissach, I saw him and he was speaking. I was like, I said, no, there's some. But it's actually feel bad now that I didn't recognize him.
But he's
operating the sim.
Yes, but in the sim, he's he will not tell you, but he's the goat of the sim racing.
Yeah.
He won iRacing World Championship 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yes. Now he didn't do it anymore, but when he was, I think there is a season where he won all races, and he have challenged kind of finish races without incident point. So he won a race without any track limit. So he have this kind of things. Though he was when he won his prime, he was.
I also did this once. I did a Mazda race in
in Mazda is harder.
No, wait. I did a race last week and I had no track limit. Which car was it? The car?
Bathurst.
No, it was Tsukuba. Which car was it?
X5 should.
No, it was a front wheel drive. Oh man.
But front wheel.
It's
TCR,
new.
Then TCR.
TCR.
No. Clio Cup.
Clio Cup. Okay.
I was proud. There were 5 drivers in the race.
I don't know what to do with my sim. I mean, you said it is really a nice
good.
sim. But the last time I've driven it is a year.
You should see my new sim. I have a really nice sim.
I see.
Thanks to Orouge, by the way. Sponsorship. Very nice.
I mean, it's different for me. I'm married, I have a daughter, and then when I have time, I go cycling, so there's almost no time left. But sometimes I would... But that's the thing. I would like to do it, but I know if I'm going to do it, I want to do it well. I'm not going to spend hours down here again. Then
but you should just do it with friends. Like,
I don't
go
have any
online, and that's true.
Maybe also his friends are a bit older than us. So
maybe
nobody of them plays.
My friends that ride bikes, they don't.
Yes.
Maybe you should find some online friends. Just find maybe Henk. He's online. You don't know him, but
Hank 69.
Henk 69, but he will race with you. You don't know him. You don't know how he looks, but every day you go, hey Henk, what time you online?
Well, that's your life. You sit in the basement. We were on holiday 2 weeks ago, and he came out. He was as white as my suits because he's sitting in his basement all the time playing whatever Call of Duty, iRacing.
Yeah, I like to play games.
Yeah. So back to your career. What's the best achievement you had so far, and the worst?
I will say Bathurst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you drove because I think I told in the review.
It was first time you were there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
And I was sick, so I didn't do the second to last stint, which was a really difficult one and full wet. And you did it, and it was no mistakes, quick. And
yeah, the thing is with this, for example, I don't remember the stint. I don't remember anything about the stint because I mean I was too focused or too excited maybe. Yeah, it was a good race. I would say it was for sure pressure. I mean, in that moment, I knew that I will drive with Mantai in DTM, but the Bathurst was like, okay. When I get email, I say, is it good idea? Now I can tell because we won it. But when I get email, I say, oh, is it really good idea? Put me in my first time in Bathurst in this car because I can only lose. It's
what you won, and
yes,
you won.
It was really good, but it was pressure coming into the event and everything. And maybe remember in the first session, I have a moment. I had a big moment, like big one in this. Sorry, where your car crash. Sorry, this is how I know the corner name.
Oh, the
forced elbow.
Forced elbow. Yeah.
I lost in the middle.
Oh yeah, and you lose it there.
I touched the white line, and I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. You just missed the wall. Oh, you kissed it even.
Nothing happened, like no kiss. I think the mirror or something. But
it
was.
It was very close.
I mean, to be honest, like looking back, if I crash there, all confidence gone.
Yeah.
Race will be different than what we had. But after catch, I have confidence because I say. But I was slower after whole week in this corner. Like
it's a difficult corner
because the mat. I think I have the delta from Matt, and until there I was green. But every time he gains. I say okay, for sure he stay flat to the left. The first one.
Yeah. Well.
Then I'm like. Okay,
no.
this is not. That was good, and the worst one. I mean, it didn't finish so far, but this year my DTM season goes terrible. Okay, last week it changed a bit. I have a really good weekend, but if I change it, it will be not. But for sure, joining Mantai, expectation was a bit different. Season in the beginning, we had not competitive pace compared to others. This is clear, but also there was some bad lucks. But in general, when you look the result, it's not look good. But
it's still DTM. I mean, spoke about, but if you go a bit in a bad cycle, it's bad to get out of it, or difficult to get out.
But
of
I
it.
think I did it last week. Last week it was really
your pace was good,
really good. So hopefully, I want to win a race in DTM. This is really critical. So
I wanted that as well, but I didn't manage. Well, my wife is laughing in the background. No, but that's where I got a lot of respect for you for Bathurst, because I thought the way you approached it and the way you handled it and the pressure, and then in very difficult situations you were smart and not making anything mistakes or stupid, let's say. So I mean, and you were a big part that we were able to gain the race. So.
I mean, you guys
didn't have to so much. Huh? I mean, your car was 20 k's quicker on the straight, 15 kilo lighter than everyone.
Wow, no.
For one day, we could feel how it would be to be a BMW driver.
But also, we were like almost last after these penalties.
Yeah,
we get double penalty and everything. So then, to be honest, at the end it was wet. Also, when we passed everyone, it was wet. So
in the wet it was slow. I mean, I didn't drive in the wet, but
at the end, maybe in dry we were quick, but. I mean, luck to us, we didn't drive in the dry. We need to manage in the wet. So it was even more risky than we managed it. Also, Nurburgring this year should be better without red flag, because also, I mean, we were not the fastest car, but we were quick.
I think we should have been. We would have been with the contenders.
Yes,
let's say.
Yes. It was too early to analyze the race.
Yeah.
We cannot say, we will do this.
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, no, it's true. And what is for you still a goal that you would like to achieve in your career? I mean, you still, like you said, I mean, I'm also 26, so I mean, we still, it's not like...
same 98?
Yeah. 98, yeah.
Okay.
It's
that's why you have the same height.
Yeah.
Okay, good one. We take it.
Yeah, copy. Like, there's still many years to go, but what is for you... Or what would you like to be able to say after your career, to be able to achieve?
So, I mean, already I'm really happy that things I achieved, but for sure they are not what's my goals, Like, I want to win, I think, as everyone, like the big 24 races. And DTM, I always want to win. I mean, when I drive something, if I want to drive DTM, it's because I want to win. It's not because of I just want to be DTM driver, so... But I think that's all, and if possible, to drive the hypercars as soon somewhere. I don't know how long this class will last. Maybe new cars coming later, I don't know. But still, I feel like there is a lot to achieve in GT. But yeah, I mean, if to be honest, at the end, also for me, as I mentioned, I'm the first driver from Turkey, and I need to put the level as high as possible. So next one should be higher, you know. So I try to go as far as possible, and then we see where we end up.
It's really cool how you how you really, and it's nice. I like it that you say this, that you for your country want to really, show and push. And for us, we also like to do, but it's different. I don't think you would say, I would really love to win this race for Belgium. I don't think you would say, or at least me neither would also.
Well, it goes two ways. It's also that Belgium doesn't really give you the credit if you or me win the race.
That's the reason. And I think it's different in Turkey.
This I surprised to be honest in Europe in general. In all countries, just not having support between, even, I don't give any examples, but sometimes I see from the same country people acting each other worse than others, I say like, how it can be possible that way, so.
Yeah, but it's funny because, you've seen it maybe the last couple of years, but I haven't done 24 hours of Zolder in like 12 years now. And obviously over time a lot have changed, but last weekend I probably got a lot more recognition and attention, what you want to call it, from pure Belgium than the last years.
Yeah.
Whereas, and okay, I get why. Next week is a World Championship race in Austin, which we're leading, which those people who spoke about, they don't know, because you need to be a hardcore motorsport fan. And Belgium in generally is not. They know the 24 hours of Zolder, especially here. But yeah, the amount of people on Instagram or on social media, and also my friends and family here, they ask more questions about the 24 hours of Zolder compared to 24 hours of Le Mans.
Yeah.
Where you then with all respect, it's not the same thing. But I think that's a bit the problem we have in Belgium. It's just international motorsport is not.
No,
because people don't follow motorsport enough to understand what it means.
But also, I believe I understand people sometimes because also, I always tell everywhere, but also I should tell here that this program, I think, is really good for all of us drivers, because at the end, people can understand what we are doing. So far, if you are a motorsport fan, it's so difficult to follow something, there is no content, like, for example, if I watch, I follow UFC. When I watch UFC, I go YouTube, there is thousands of documentaries, the life from the fighters, whatever. And if you want to follow sports car racing, good luck to find something, So I think this podcast or the videos are really important for this. I think it's adding value to sport we're doing. It's good for all drivers because at the end, we're doing the same sport, and if value of the sport get higher, it's better for everyone.
Exactly.
It's not that they have bigger fans and we have less. No, if sport get bigger, it's advantage for everyone. So I think that's one of the reasons I cannot blame fans, because if you want to find a result from 10 years ago, you cannot find. It's difficult. Sometimes even myself, I want to look archive or something, I cannot find. I'm pissed. I say, okay, why people should follow this when they even cannot find their heroes' history in the racing, so
no, it's true.
It's getting better. I think everything now it's super late. I don't know why that Formula One in the past keep improving and sports car racing go down, because there was a years where it was really good.
I think now sports car racing is really
going up.
The direction now is like it's getting closer, not like other way.
No, and this I think is very good. Especially WEC and in general every racing. I think the amount of people that are coming to the races is quite cool. I think quite impressive to see that all the WEC rounds or some other 24-hour rounds are always completely sold out. I think that's pretty cool.
I asked some questions to someone at Mantai, whose name is it's Kai. But I should have asked for more stories, but there's some words that you like to use, which we need some explanations. Like, I don't know, Turkish style, potato, humble mode, beast mode, humble beast.
No way. No way. Oh, yeah.
What is it? Humble beast mode? That's a special one. I mean, beast mode, I understand, but humble beast mode.
So yeah, humble beast is coming from sim racing, and the sim racing, in the team we have friend Mac. He used this word, and I started to use it also, humble beast. Like then. Then we were in a test with Matt and Jamine, Mathieu. Yeah. And then I say, humble. I say somewhere humble beast, Then they just take this word and they start to talk everyone. Then also I start to use it. Then in Mantai, I think in Bathurst, they just find out this from the Matt, and now it's keep going.
Yeah, that's why I remember Matt keeps saying it to you the whole time.
Yes, this is how they call me now. So now when they see me, they say, oh, hello, humble beast. Yeah, this is where it's come from, and I mean,
it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of other crazy stories.
I have one story. I mean,
about me or
about you? With you, you even don't recognize it, but for me, I feel so shame about it. I mean, you didn't care it, but when I was Porsche Junior 2019, the first time we have Tenerife, the training camp.
Yeah.
And then they do groups, 2 drivers, like 20 drivers, 10 group, each 2, and they put me with Laurens. But in that times, I know Laurens, but I didn't know that he's super fit and checking what he's eating, And I thought I was fit, So I said, I'm young, they give me old guy, so the level will be the same, I was thinking that I'm the fit and he's the not fit, So then I told him, if you struggle, because you need to, let's say you need to run 5K and you need to run as quick as possible. So if one of tired, then you take over. And then when he's getting rest, and then you need to do push-ups, you need to do squats, as a team, you need to achieve a number. And I say, okay, they give him to me because I'm good, so we can. Then I told him, if you struggle, just let me know. Like if you struggle with push-ups, I do, whatever. We start running, then I'm nowhere. Then I give hand to him, then he was. I say, oh fuck, maybe it's other way around. No, it's not that they put us together for balance, but it's not that how I think, He didn't recognize, but I was like, I'm so stupid. How I can tell this to him, like.
No, I do remember that
I told you.
You gave 100%, that's for sure.
Because I told him if
you were completely dead at the end.
Yeah, it was, I feel so bad and I get humbled. I get humbled.
I remember. That was the first time we met, I think,
yes,
right?
Yes. I mean, I know all of you guys there, and for me, when I come to the training camp, I was like all around the heroes, So I think it was quite cool for Junior to be there. Unfortunately, after COVID, I think it now happened also last year's.
We had one last year, I think, but this year it got cancelled.
Yes, so
it starts to be more difficult with calendar.
Yes,
but it's fun.
Yes, for me, it was special experience that after being Junior winner, that I go with you, Kevin, Nick, the big guys like Fred. It was really special. Unfortunately, I run it a bit,
But you see the different levels even between the factory drivers.
That's even good because I recognize there. Okay, my level is not because I was running, at home alone. Like I'm good, I run 1 hour, 55 minutes to 10 kilometers. I'm really good, It's enough. But I see that day that the level is different in a lot of
areas.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Left to right. You can go with a run with Dries.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You can. Maybe we can. Because in the past I always went running with Chinook. Maybe Dries can go with Chinook now. She's so old she cannot move her legs anymore, so he can go his pace.
Oh yeah, very funny. Oh. Yeah, well, I feel fit. I feel good.
Yeah, when we were in Spain, everybody was laying on this air mattress on the pool. Dries didn't need one; he was floating on himself.
Fuck off. Oh, very funny. Yeah, everybody does what he wants.
Exactly. I'm just kidding.
But some people have race endurance. It's different.
He has. I don't know how he does it, but
I see some drivers like really not fit, but they do double, triple, 24-hour. They not struggle, So
I find it going for a run. I find 10 times more hard than racing 2 hours.
Yeah, I think it's the racing endurance is different.
I think it's a lot how you how relaxed you drive. Like I know I don't drive relaxed. I'm always tense. That's what makes you tired. I think.
And how is your thing? I mean, because you have a Red Bull, your Red Bull Turkey contract, or
Yes.
just is it linked with Germany or Austria? Or
yes,
whatever?
I mean it started with Turkey, but now it linked to Austria.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
And how you get into? I mean,
yes.
how did this? Thing?
I mean, I was, to be honest, in my young career that I was really pushy guy. For example, with Red Bull, every week I'm in their office in Turkey. You know, like they give me drinks. You know, they give me like fridge. You know, but I was keep pushing, and in one moment, okay, they say, because I start to be successful in Europe, like Benelux, France times when I was successful, but every time, because when you choose athlete in your country, you need to ask Austria, the global.
I tried. Yes. I was close, but I didn't manage.
So every time they ask to Austria, they say no. They say, okay, well, this is not our level, because I mean, okay, in Turkey I was big, but then you ask Red Bull, where they have F1 teams winning World Championship, and then you ask, can we get driver from this championship? For sure, no. But then when I became Porsche Junior and I won Super Cup, that was the year where they give confirmation to Turkey that I can be athlete. And then since 2019, I'm Red Bull athlete. And I mean, I don't know if you see it, last winter I did a project, I drive rally car in the mountain.
I think I saw something.
With a motor like Toprak, the world champion motorbike. We drive together in the most dangerous road in Turkey with a rally car. I mean, it was a bit, looking back, it was a bit risky. I mean, I never drive rally car, but you know, Red Bull kind of things. So I think, cool. I think it's super cool. Also, the family in Turkey in Red Bull is quite big. Also, the way I get my DTM seat was also through Red Bull. I don't know if you remember. You were racing. I drive Ferrari.
Yeah.
You know, I want to drive DTM, but you know, it's always, I come from Cup, and I was early career, so maybe it was too early for me to do DTM. But Cassidy have clash, and I knew it from the beginning because he do Formula E, and he will stick to Formula E. So I knew that he have two clash, and one day replaced by Sebastian Loeb. Yeah. And the race was not super good for him. Then I said, okay, he don't want to do second for sure. You know. Then I start to create the pressure from Turkey to Red Bull that they replace me for this race. Yeah. And then I asked Porsche. They give permission that I can do it.
I remember you did.
So I did pretty well in this race, to be honest. I qualified.
Nurburgring, no?
Yes, I qualified P2. Okay, in the race. That days was really bad because you need to restart every time. And Nurburgring, we restart 10 times.
It was a bad race.
Yes, we restart the 30 car to drop the 8 car. I don't know. The last restart was 4 row. You know, because every time restart, someone crash again in turn 1. And I was P3 for a long time. And in the last restart, I was P3. And in the hairpin of Nurburgring, turn 1, somehow I push pit button. So when I turn, I push pit button. I'm like stuck, and people hit me from the back, so I need to stop. But I mean, with a normal race, I should finish P2, P3. You know, I was there, but it was a really good race. This is how I, to be honest, also get to sit full time in DTM. That because of this race, thanks to Red Bull. So.
That's good.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's nice with you. I mean,
I'm trying all the doors. Let's say like this.
No, but that's the only. That's the only thing you can do. Keep on trying everything when you want to achieve, and I'm sure as well that you have a good future ahead of you. So I wouldn't be worried too much.
Yes, I hope too, and
we can win some more races together.
Yes, hopefully if we miss Nurburgring from last year. I don't know what else we can drive together at the moment. I need to make some upgrades to drive the same cars maybe, but
Nurburgring, Spa, Le Mans one day maybe. Who knows?
How old are you?
33.
Oh, no, you're really young. 33.
You should see he went
at least 7
years. He went 2 kilometers slower on his bike.
At least 7 year top level. It's quite a lot for top level, you know.
Yeah.
Because
my goal is always I want to do what I do now until I don't know. I feel I'm slowing down, or like 40 at least, and then go to IMSA.
But with your lifestyle, I think you can do long because.
I think it's all a mindset as well.
Look, also, I mean, in Porsche we have Fred, which is, how old is Fred?
43, 44.
And he's still really fast. So, I mean, it's all about, I think, how, I heard from a lot of people, there is an age where you lose the pace, but you can make it later.
But I think it's also, how do you think about it? If you say in your head, yeah, from 40 on it will be difficult, it will be slower, well, then you will get slower. It's how you look at it.
Yes. So I think
look at Alonso, for example.
Maybe the reason why I felt you older because you are started really early everything. You know, you are successful for a long time, so then it felt like okay, he should be close to 40s when you are successful for 10 years. But
and I also think it's the way you work. Yeah, obviously, when you get older and you want more, you maybe start to do less effort, and then you start to. Well, we'll see. That's problems for later.
You didn't slow down yet on your bike?
Nope.
Because you're getting old?
Nope. No. I can still pedal backwards quicker than you.
Okay.
So, thank you, Chan. It was very interesting to hear your story.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. I want to bring some Turkish dessert, but yeah, I asked you last night, I forgot it, and he said I can add gluten. Sorry for you, but he said I can add gluten, and I'm sure there's no gluten-free baklava.
I haven't seen it. I think I've tried it once somewhere, but I don't remember. Yeah.
I have never really tried.
One thing you guys missing, you should always tell that people should like your videos, comment, and follow your page. So I think you should do it.
You see, Chan said it.
You guys too humble about this.
From now on, we will take this part, and every time at the end of the video, put it.
Okay. I mean, this is. I mean, I follow a lot of YouTube things, and this is. King Boo. This is how people. I mean, at the end, you need to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really believe this series is a bit underrated. You have the followers, which is followed really well, I think, but it deserves more. So.
I've been thinking about it. I agree that we get a lot of reach and a lot of people talk about it. It's insane, but that we need to do more with it.
Yeah.
But the question is how. Maybe we should have help with someone who can organize all of it because we are busy and arrange everything. I don't know. But yeah, I agree that we can do more with it. But we have to find out how and how we do that. But yeah,
we have to check.
It's an off-season project, maybe
winter
for
project.
2025.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
guys.
Chan. Ayhancan.
Thank you, humble beast. See you.
Copy.
Good luck this weekend in Kota.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You too in 2 weeks.
Saxenring. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I will look at the race. Humble beast.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you soon.
Thank you.